So nice out. We made it to June, early June. You can see our neighbor's field has got little corn sprouts going. Kind of creates this like green tint across the whole field. Really pretty during the day. It's like Irish hills, you know, really pretty. We're out here doing a little late night gardening. Logan's putting in some seeds. Teddy's just burning off some soda that he drank earlier. You can see our potato plants have gotten a lot bigger. It's really dark, so I'll show you more in the morning, but we're just out here right now planting a few seeds, and we're gonna do another watering. But a lot of stuff's already coming up, guys, and some stuff that's been going for a while is doing really good. We got the onions in here. You should see like the little pumpkin section that we got going. There's just tons of them popping up. The sunflowers are huge. We got more potato plants in there. All the corn started. So we'll show you guys all in the morning. We're gonna get it watered tonight and get a few last minute seeds in the ground. You can see all the way around the garden, it's kind of getting a little thick. Bambi's out here right now trying to help us with that. I'll probably get the weed whacker out tomorrow and just kind of shave it down a little bit to let a little bit more light in. We're gonna give it a good soak. Where we're at in Michigan, we've had a bit of a dry spell, and our forecast shows that it's going to be pretty dry for the next week still, so just want to make sure that we stay on top of it with the water. But yeah, we'll try to catch you up in the morning when we get more daylight, so stay tuned. What's up, guys? It's the next day. It's blazing hot out. Here it is in the bright sun. You can see all the water's already dried up. There's a little bit of moisture still lingering around. I gave it a pretty good soaking. But yeah, the potatoes are really kicking butt over here. We got another row going over here. And that is mixed in with corn. And I'll show you, the corn is already popping up. It's a pretty good size. And you can see all the sunflowers are really getting big. We got a little weeding to do today. You can see it's kind of getting a little bit bad. We're going to get up in there and kind of clean that out a little bit. Over here in the main section of the garden, though, it's not too weedy. Yeah, you can see right here. Corn is up. It's well on its way to being knee-high for the 4th of July. So there'll be like a nice little mixture of corn. You can see all the way down there, there's a bunch of it popping up. We'll have a nice few rows of corn right alongside the potatoes in here. I don't think they'll interfere with each other. That's what Logan thinks. Got some herbs going in here. That's all the beans. You can see that they're kind of popping up a little bit. We got to get in there and weed it. I got to be careful though, because you know, I'm not really good at distinguishing what is what when it's just fresh right out of the ground. So Logan will have to help me with that. But yeah, we'll get in there and clean that up a little bit. We might have to stay on top of that water in that. It seems like there's just not a lot of the beans popping out. We probably got about a dozen of them popping out right now. There should be way more than that. Look at this sunflowers. The rhubarb's huge. This is the part that I'm probably most excited about though, is the pumpkins. Look at all the pumpkin plants popping. And it's just a whole bunch of different kinds, just like last year. It's just gonna be a big mix of pumpkins. I'm gonna keep this really well watered. I'm hoping we can get some big ones going this year. Yeah, I'm gonna step in. Look, all the corn's popping. Not really seeing any peppers yet. Got a bunch of, I think, cucumbers going there, I think. A few birdhouse gourds are popping up out of the ground. Or loofahs, maybe. But yeah, I think we're where we want to be this time of year. We kind of got a late start because of the cold spring. But yeah, we're still looking good. Still got a little section in here. We haven't planted anything yet, so we got to figure out what we want to do there. But yeah, that is the garden update right now. All the seeds are starting to pop open and get up out of the ground. Our potatoes are already kicking butt. Same with the sunflowers and rhubarb. But everything else is well on its way. Check out the onions, guys. They're already massive. Yeah, we got a little weeding to do, that's for sure. And we're going to try to stay on top of it. And then the outside rim, we're going to just hit that with a weed whacker every once in a while. And then we can actually use the trimmings to kind of build up our paths. Yeah, we'll go check out the animals and see what's going on out there. What's up, guys? No, a friend of ours, he had a whole bunch of, like, a friend of ours had a whole bunch of old fencing, like an old privacy fence and a whole bunch of old decking boards and just a ton of like just random pieces of wood. And he was gonna just burn it. And we said, you know, we'll come over and pick it all up. And we brought it all over here, and I kind of ripped apart the privacy fence and just wrapped our emu shed in it. I don't know if you guys remember from previous videos, but it's like that one out there. It's one of those just metal sheds, like a cheapy metal shed you can buy from Home Depot. And Logan and I, we just ripped apart an old privacy fence and just kind of wrapped it like siding around this old metal shed. And what's nice is us doing that, it kind of tightened up all of the sides and kind of made everything level again. And it's just way stronger now, and we like the look of it. You know, it's got more of an older look now to it, which kind of matches everything else out here. And we'll eventually do that with the one on down there too. We have plenty enough left to do the other one. It was just a little tedious, you know, to rip it all apart. I mean, it's great to use reclaimed wood because it's free, but it is a little tedious. You got to rip out all the old nails, and you know, usually you got to shave off edges and stuff. But once we get all that other fencing broke down, we'll give that one or the same once over and get the kind of the same look going for it. But yeah, we got all the signs up on it. It looks really pretty. We like it. We took a trip to Binder Park Zoo. That is in Battle Creek, Michigan, and they have like this whole area that's called Wild Africa, and you got to take kind of like this bus ride out to it, and it almost feels like once you step off the bus, like you're actually in Africa. Like everything is decked out, you know, with like the African tribal art, and like safari vintage items are all kind of about. And it's really cool, and we just kind of re-inspired us to kind of go through some of our buildings and kind of give them a new look. We would like it to be kind of all real primitive out here, sort of a Western feel. There's an antique store just down the road from us, and they like literally have like a Western town set up. It's so cool. And you can go through like each one of the little buildings, and everything's for sale. So any item you might come across inside there, you know, you can usually find a tag on it. What's up, guys? We put this up just like last year, give them a little bit of shade. It can get really sunny down here where the pigs are. But while we're on the subject of pigs, we kind of got some good and bad news. We recently took a trip to Cedar Point just to kind of get out of town, and we love going there because it's really fun for the kids. But while we were gone, Pepper had her babies. According to our math, she would have been due, you know, a week or two after our Cedar Point trip. So we were really confident in going and not having to worry about anything. But while we were there, we got a phone call from my mother-in-law, who was watching the place, and said that Pepper had given birth, which was pretty stressful because, you know, we were a few hours away from home, and we just kind of asked my mother-in-law what was going on, you know, and she said that she could count 5, maybe 6 piglets, and they were up inside the house, just like how they're supposed to be up on this side. And she was out and about kind of eating. And so, I mean, to my mother-in-law, it kind of, everything sort of seemed normal. So we just said to kind of let it be, and hopefully that everything would be good, you know. And the next morning they came out, and Pepper had attacked all of the babies basically. And there was only 2 of them left. They were alive. And my sister came over and helped my mother-in-law get them out. And we ended up bottle feeding 2 of them, but one of them still ended up going down. So out of the 5, possibly 6 that were there, there's only 1 left. And we kind of know what happened or why she did it. And it kind of makes us wonder about the first time. I don't know if you guys remember, if you've been watching our channel for very long, but that was actually her second litter. And her first litter didn't go very good either. You might remember she had piglets the first time, and we thought in the struggle of her giving birth that she had stepped on them, you know, and they kind of all went down from her struggling all through the night giving birth. But now that we know that she attacked her second litter, we're wondering if maybe she did attack her first litter. So yeah, it was really sad and frustrating. We're kind of on the fence about what we're gonna do with her. Ooh. Yeah, so like I was saying, we don't really know what to do because we're worried if we let her get pregnant again, is she gonna end up doing the same thing to the third litter? Another thing too is, if we had been here, would things have gone differently? Because the placenta was never removed. You know, I didn't really expect my mother-in-law or my sister to have to really do anything like that. And, you know, just over the phone, we kind of assumed that she was in a position of where she was doing the right thing. So we just kind of said, you know, let's just let it ride and we'll see how they're doing in the morning. But if Logan and I had been here the night of, we would have had the heat lamp going. We would have made sure that they're all in there really nice and safe, and we would have removed the placenta, because sometimes when the afterbirth is left in the enclosure with the mother pig, she will start eating that, and sometimes that will just trigger something in them to start eating the babies. I don't know if they smell like it or what, but I was told that by my grandpa, who used to farm pigs. He said to always remove the afterbirth out, because that could actually trigger some problems for you. And so that was never removed. And I'm wondering, you know, it was warm that night, but they're supposed to have heat lamps on, and there is a heat lamp in there, but I don't know if it ever got plugged in. So it was just a complete disaster. And go figure, it has to happen the day that we're out of town. We don't really leave town very often, and just according to our math, you know, it would have been at least another week. But we must have been either wrong about that, or she was a little premature. But it's just depressing, because our first sow had never had any problems. I think we had 3 litters with her all together, and she never had any problems. She was a really good mom, never hurt any of her babies. And we ended up getting rid of her because she was eating a lot of our chickens as they would randomly jump into her enclosure. And she was getting really big too. And I just was a little worried, if she got much bigger, would we even be able to handle her anymore? You know, would she even be able to, is she an animal that I couldn't even manage? So I just got intimidated, and we decided to end up selling her, but we're regretting it now, because she was such a good mom. And Pepper here has given us nothing but problems. And Butter, she hasn't even gotten pregnant, and she's been with Percy nonstop. So we think for some reason Percy just does not recognize her as a mate, or she just doesn't go into heat. I'm not sure, but it ain't happening with Butter. And we're just almost about to throw our hands in the air and just start over with pigs and just sell them all. But I don't know. What we're kind of thinking about doing is trying it one last time with Pepper, because maybe if we're here to kind of babysit, just make sure everything is exactly how it's supposed to be. After birth out, heat lamp on, nursery corners all nice and clear and ready. Another thing too is right after they give birth, you know, give them a good feeding, and that way, you know, she's got a nice full belly as she goes back in to lay down and try to nurse them. All of those things, just kind of basically be here. I mean, I know the first litter, Logan literally had to take each piglet and show them where the nipple was and kind of get them on it to where they started to, you know, suckle it. And she almost just had to walk them through each step. So I'm kind of thinking about, maybe we should get rid of Butter, as sad as that would be, because she just is not getting pregnant, and give Pepper one more try at it and see if she has any capabilities of mothering a full litter of piglets. If not, then I would say to probably just get rid of both of the girls and try with a new girl pig. I don't know. All I know is you know, it's really depressing when that kind of stuff happens. I know we've gone through that with you guys before with other animals, and it's never fun. But, you know, we're learning still. I think we're about 6 years into this farm, so we're still learning. We'll get it dialed in and figured out. But I will take you up and show you this little piglet. He's a bottle baby, and he's attached to Logan at the hip. He's so cute and really funny. We haven't decided if we want to keep him or sell him, or what we're gonna do with him. He's just a little guy right now. But yeah, I just wanted to, it's been a while since we touched base with everybody, so I just wanted to update you. The farm is still going good, except for the little piglet mishap. Everything else is going really good. All of these babies are doing great. We just sheared everybody the last couple mornings. You can see right there Cheryl. She looks a little different now that we gave her a haircut. She can actually scratch herself now. It's like that's what she went to doing right away. As soon as she got done shearing, she just started like itching and scratching areas she's never even knew were there. Yeah, you guys can see out there the little baby lambs are getting big. Our shearing shavers, we got like a pretty good sized industrial pair, but they must be getting old or what, I don't know, because they just were having a really hard time getting through that wool this time. So as you can see, they didn't get the greatest shear job this year. It definitely helped them though. You can tell they're feeling good. But we're probably just gonna go buy a new set, maybe even get a little bit better pair. Maybe probably like mid-July or late July, we'll touch them up again. And that way we can get some good practice with the new shavers. And it will give them another little haircut midsummer. So that's the plan with them. They just kind of got like a little half shearing this time. But yeah, look at Darling, how different she looks. I'm sure the babies appreciate it. They can actually see the udders now. There's the two baby goats. Look how much bigger they are. They're almost full-on goats now. We have had some raccoon issues, just like normal. You know, always after spring, early summer, before these berries start turning black, we always have some raccoon issues. It's like they don't really have a lot of options, so they always try to ransack our chicken coop. We've relocated a couple really big ones too, like huge 30-pounders. And we're hoping that we got that taken care of, especially now that the berries are starting to change now. You can see. So hopefully now they'll just stay in these mulberry trees and leave us alone. But I don't know, guys, what we're going to do with Pepper. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think we should do with her. Should we give her one more chance? It's not all her fault. She's really young, and we weren't here to help. We're loving it though. This weather's so awesome. So awesome. We did have the peahen hatched out an egg. We got a baby pea chick walking around. I told my daughter to take it inside just because it would have better chances. I didn't want it to follow the mom around here, especially with, like I just said, with the raccoons, you know, moseying around. It's just too dangerous. I told her to take it inside. We'll put a heat lamp on it and make sure that it's got a really good, safe start. But Gisela is actually inside that house. Or she's being really grumpy about something right now. But she was inside that house. She's sitting on everybody's eggs. She's actually the one that hatched out the peahen egg. Oof. What are you guys doing in there? What are you guys doing in there? Why? Why are you up in there? Let's go take a look inside the house and see what's going on. It's Logan and I's 9-year wedding anniversary today. We're celebrating by just kind of hanging out around the farm, taking it easy with the kids. it's been so busy these past 3 weeks. We just told ourselves, let's just kind of hang out. Let's enjoy the farm. You know, we're always out here with our to-do list and hammer and drill with something to do. And Logan said, let's just kind of take the week to really kind of sit around and enjoy all the animals. And that's probably why I got the camera in my hand right now, giving you guys an update video. There's Jonathan. Jonathan's still locked up. We haven't had time to get him a girlfriend yet, and he's still very, very all, I don't even know how to describe it. He's all pent up. He really wants a girlfriend. He's very frustrated about everything. So we got to keep him in there, because if we let him out, he attacks the kids, he attacks me, he attacks all the other animals. I don't blame him. I mean, I'd probably be the same way. We are giving the yard a little bit of a break. Right now you can see the sheep are the only ones out because we were shearing them earlier, but
they should be locked up.
Yeah, we're gonna lock everybody up. We got a good load of hay the other day. We're gonna kind of just let this kind of replenish itself. It needs to. We noticed the other day we were kind of walking through, and there's just not a lot of grass to like weed ratio. There's just tons of this white clover everywhere, and like this real low ground cover stuff. There's not like a lot of blades of grass, and we kind of thought maybe if we put everybody away for a good 2-3 weeks and just let them live off hay, this will bounce back, and then we'll just open the floodgates up and let them all have at it again. But that's the plan for that. But for the day, just because they got the haircuts today, they're gonna get rewarded by letting them roam around. What's up, Dink? We'll let you out pretty soon, okay?
We've been using the brush.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I watched him use the little brush.
Dinky's not happy about being cooped up. He gets along really good with those goats, so he'll be okay.
And he's behind overweight.
Yeah, and he's way overweight. He needs a break.
A berry just fell, and it fell in front of Percy's face, but I thought Butter reacted to it. She heard it drop. She reacted to it. Oh, what's on Percy's back?
What's up? You're getting big. You look like a little mini Miley. We've also been kind of keeping them away from their moms, because it's just about that time where we start weaning them. These guys are going to get picked up, I think, in a week by their new owners. And we want them to kind of, you know, be a little bit weaned, or they'll be extra sad getting home without any mom around. So yeah, we're giving them a whole week of just kind of giving them some space from their moms. I'm sure they don't mind. I don't know. Earlier, Miley was yelling out a lot, like her udders might be in pain. They were probably filling up like a water balloon. What's up? You guys are so friendly. Man, your new farm, the new farm's gonna love you guys. They get along with all the animals really good. When we first let them out, the emus chased them around a little bit, but after the emus got used to them, everybody gets along good now. I'm always surprised at how much the emus graze. They got quite a bit of an appetite for the grass too. You going away from us? Yeah, it didn't seem like it lasted long, did it, with the babies? They're already going away. You guys, we'll work on some more videos. I got a few more projects we kind of want to get done around here. Once we get those out of the way, we'll have a little bit more free time this summer. So we'll definitely get some more videos going. So stay tuned. We're definitely going to have a bunch more garden videos coming regardless. Hopefully here pretty soon we'll be having some kind of harvest video. That'd be awesome. Look, even the pigeons grazing. What up? Is that Bubbles? It's hard to keep up with the pigeons. I know some of their names, so not all of them. Yeah, right there's one of the live traps. He probably smells something on it. This guy, he's hilarious. Come here. Come here. Come here. Want to hang out right next to Mom? Let's see if he'll let me touch him. He's so cute. This guy feels like a pillow. Come here, buddy. What's up, Betty? You make good babies. Come here. What are you doing? What's up, buddy? You got the prettiest brown color. And he's getting really big too fast. The person that is buying him wanted him intact. So he is going to be a breeder for somebody. He'll make a good breeder. He's got good genetics. They don't, these Shetlands, I don't know if they're 100% Shetland, but whatever they are, they're like a little mix of a mini breed. They do not get very big. And it's nice to have a ram that isn't going to completely smear you if you go out there. You know, I've seen rams online that could kill you if they hit you and you weren't paying attention. He won't get very much big. You know, not much bigger than knee high, I'd say. There he is. What's his name?
Piggy Pumbaa.
Piggy Pumbaa.
They named it.
What's up, guy?
Look at Piggy Pumbaa.
He's basically a yard pig right now. He's just been living out here in our garage. And whenever we come outside, he comes running out of the garage, wondering where the bottle of milk is.
Mm-hmm.
The poor little guy. He's the only one left. He's the last of the Mohicans.
So sad. He's so tiny.
He's really tiny.
He's like a month old.
He had a little bit of a nick in his ear that got kind of infected, but it's gone down a lot. He's looking pretty good. He's gained a little bit of weight and gotten a little bit bigger. We're trying to get him to eat out of a pan. We want him to go from bottle to pan where he starts slopping it up, you know. But yep, there he is. We're trying to keep him alive. He seems to be doing pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got good energy.
Yeah, he really loves my little daughters. He just crawls right up into my 3-year-old's lap and falls asleep with her. It's so funny. He was living in the house for a little while when he was really tiny, and we had to have heat on him. He was sleeping right inside with us. All right, we're gonna get the hose going. Make sure everybody's got nice ice cold water. We'll talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.